Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a realistic pre-getaway weekend clean with me type video. I had mentioned that I am going to be going on a little girl's weekend trip and I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I got the house tidied up. You guys know that we live in a smaller size house, so it doesn't really take much to A, get it dirty and messy, and B, also get it tidied up. So it kind of works out in both ways for me. But Ruben is going to be home and I just wanted to not leave it all, cluttered up and messy. But I also know that he's not going to be doing a whole lot. Like, he's probably going to eat out a bunch while I'm gone, and he's either going to sit on the couch and watch TV with Bodie or he'll be in the bed. So he's not going to make a whole lot of mess, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I left him with a clean house. So I decided to start in the living room and get everything picked up in here. I wanted to vacuum, dust everything off, make sure that all of Bodie's toys were put away, and clean this door. I don't know what's been going on with my front door as well. I noticed just the other day how disgusting it was. Like, all the fingerprints and the nose prints and the dog snot that was all over it. I noticed it because I had the door open. It was finally nice outside and the sun was just beaming through. And I was like, what is all of that crap on my door? So you guys know spring is coming and we're going to be having the doors and windows open a whole bunch more. So I did want to tackle that. I also have, if you notice, all of that trash that's right there by the table that still needs to go out from my previous couple of videos. I filled up the trash can before and I needed to wait until the trash came to pick it up and empty it so that I could put more out there. But if you guys did not watch those videos, it's a two-part series of my little office there, and I did a huge declutter and clean. I want to say thank you so much for the support on those videos. They're actually doing really well, so I appreciate that so very much. Also, I have all of the clothes that I'm going to go ahead and get into my car so that I can take them and drop them off at the little recycling, what is it called? The little box that's usually outside of like a Walmart or a Kroger or something like that. I know there's one at the Food Line down the street, and I'm going to be passing that as I go out of town. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw those in the car so I can drop those off and get them out of the house so that they're not sitting here for the next 6 months like they usually do. But I also knew that I wasn't going to do like a huge deep clean because Ruben was going to be home, and I knew that probably once I was gone, he would take it upon himself to like clean his bathroom, do his laundry, and probably mop floors. That's just kind of his MO. But if it was the two of us that was going out of town, then yes, I would have done all of that before I left. I just like to come home to a nice, clean house. That way I'm not stressed out. I'm usually stressed out on the way back home anyways because it's either the driving or the traveling part that stresses me out. So coming home to a nice and tidy, mess-free house just always makes me feel so much better. I also noticed as I was vacuuming that my vacuum wasn't doing an incredible job as I would like it to. So I think it's about time for me to do another deep clean of my vacuum cleaners. If you guys have pets, you know that it wreaks havoc on your vacuums. So I wanted to add that to like the top of my spring cleaning list. And this has really crept up on me. Spring is almost sprung, okay? So I really need to get it together and get a list and just like a whole plan together for how I want to do spring cleaning. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that I don't do everything like everybody else on YouTube does. There's probably some channels that have already started their spring cleaning like 2 months ago. You're going to get it like in real time as I do it. And I just haven't started anything yet. But I do want to plan it out a little bit more methodically than I usually do because I'm just kind of, fly by the seat of my pants, whatever I feel like doing that day. But I've done a lot of really good deep decluttering of this house over the last few months, and I think it's just going to make it so much easier for me to get in here and do a deep clean and make sure that everything is done and done right. I'm also super excited that I will be doing that bathroom finally here in not too long. I actually had to order one thing. I think I mentioned before as well that I was going to send back a couple of things that I got from Amazon, in specific my shower curtain and my rugs. I thought that I liked it online, and then once it got to my house, I was like, I don't like it anymore. So I'm going to send those back. But yeah, I'm super excited for that, you guys. And also, I have been looking at some bedroom furniture. I've taken it upon myself. You guys have heard me talk about it before. Just trying to get Ruben in the mood to look at things, and then for him to agree on things that we like. That's just a never-ending battle. I have found that if I just do something and say, here, look what I've done, it's much harder for him to say no. So I have been looking at some stuff. Don't worry, I will let him see what I'm thinking about doing. But fingers crossed, that'll be coming up in the next couple of months as well. So I'm just excited, to get this house opened up and cleaned and deep cleaned and smelling nice. I don't know. Have you guys started doing your spring cleaning yet? Let me know in the comments. I just feel like this year has just flown by. I can't believe it's already March. It blows my mind.
I'm in the back seat. You should probably take the wheel. I'm kinda twisted inside, and I don't know where I'm going. I'm just here for the ride, okay? Here comes a double vision. Does Megan Fox have a twin or something? Might be the Prozac kicking in, but she tossed her drink in my face, and I didn't even flinch. My mom says love's not easy. Just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty. I just wonder where they are. You like my Batman t-shirt? It costs like $50. Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy. Can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing. I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little love. Get a little. What you gotta do? What? Did somebody just say hello? Nah, I'm flying Han style, solo. Do you like that Star Wars reference, baby? There's more where that came from. Catch a movie later? Guess I'll see you around. I got a busy week too. I'm watching X-Files. Could be the Mai Tai doing things, but hey, you know what? I'm calling that a win. My mom says love's not easy. Just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty. I just wonder where they are. I got one extra ticket. Do you like Comic-Con? Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy. Can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing. I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little love. Mr. Spock, Chewbacca, Gandalf's beard. What you gotta do to get a little. I get this. My mom says love's not easy. Just keep your head held high. Bet people think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy. Can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing. I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little love. Legos and Cheetos. Part of the fly. It's when God's even in the house. What you gotta do to get a little. What you gotta do to get a little.
So I was actually noticing as I was editing this video that my walls look so bare. And if you guys remember that before we painted like the kitchen and the living room and stuff, I had a bunch of stuff on the walls. And when I took everything down so we could paint, it just felt so much bigger and nicer in here. And I've been talking about putting that mirror back up, but I want to wait till the floors come in. And I just don't want to put anything on the walls, but it feels like I need something. I don't know. I do know that I probably want to put something on that window in the living room. I just can't figure out what. I love these curtains that I have in the kitchen. I was thinking about maybe putting the same thing in the living room, but they're kind of like light and frilly, you know what I mean? So for like spring and summer, yes, that'd be great, but I don't know if those are like winter curtains. It doesn't matter because they've been in my kitchen all year round for the last 2 years. But I need some ideas. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I really don't. But I need to do something because I feel like it's just so blah in here, but I like it. Does that make sense? I like the blah. I don't know. I need some help. So if you guys have suggestions, please let me know. But I did want to tell you a little bit about our weekend. If you follow me on Instagram, I shared a couple of clips over there. I also filmed just a little bit, and I'll make a video to put on the vlog channel that is in my description box if you don't know. But I'll be honest with you, we didn't do anything. So it was like very let's say boring for me to film because we didn't do anything. So my best friend, as I had mentioned in my previous video, we've been friends for almost 40 years. Okay. So we've never taken like a weekend trip together. Like we've gone on trips together, like when we were younger and stuff, like with her parents and things, but like never her and I. I don't know how life has gotten that way, but it has. Anyways, she's like, let's just do like a weekend trip. And I was like, great, let's do it. A little getaway for the girls, right? And she said, do you trust me? And I said, not really, but go ahead. I will let you book whatever, right? So she sends me this link and it's a farm. And I was like, girl, what? And she's like, no, seriously, look at it. You're going to love it. And I was like, okay. And it really honestly didn't matter to me. I was just really excited to go and have just like a little weekend to myself and not have to worry about the dog and laundry and dishes and things like that. So it was only like a 2-hour trip for both of us. We literally just like met right in the middle. She is in North Carolina. I'm in Virginia. So we met literally like right in the middle. It was just like a 2-hour drive for us each. So the drive wasn't bad. It was nice. It was a very beautiful drive. It's kind of a country drive for me. So it was very nice. And it is a farm. It's a small farm. They had cows, they had a couple goats, they had chickens, and they had a donkey. It was like a dream come true. So they have this big barn, like in their on their land, I guess you could say. And they made part of this barn into like a little apartment. And we spoke to them when we got there, and he was telling us that he made this a little apartment because him and his wife lived in it for 3 years while they were building the house that they're in, which is on the land. So this barn is kind of like in their backyard, if that makes sense. And it was without a doubt the most peaceful and calm and relaxing weekend I've had in so long. It had everything we needed. It was not like a huge 5-star spa hotel, but if you know me and if you know Amanda, we did not need that. So it had just a little living room, it had a bedroom, it had a little kitchenette, it had a bathroom, and that's all we needed. And you could walk out the door and directly go to the cows and the donkey and all that stuff. And we were able to go and get like apples and carrots and stuff and feed them. They were so sweet. It was so, I can't explain it. I will definitely be going back. It didn't feel like, it felt like a farm, but it didn't feel like a farm. Everything, it was so clean. It didn't smell like cow poop or nothing. I mean, it was amazing. The only thing that I really wanted to happen was Charlie, which is the donkey's name. I wanted him to do like a whole bunch of hee-haws while I was there. He didn't. He didn't do a one hee-haw. Me and Amanda stood out there and hee-hawed at him, looking like a couple of dummies. Just praying that he would do it back, but he didn't. There was also one of the female cows there. She was pregnant. She was ready to give birth at any time, and we were praying that she would do it while we were there, but that didn't happen either. I will definitely be going back. When I do the vlog video about it, I will put that information of the actual Airbnb in the description box if you guys want to check it out. They are without a doubt the most amazing people. They also left, like in the refrigerator, a little basket with farm fresh eggs in it. They had a half a gallon of milk, brand new, not like just in there, and a thing of orange juice, and then a package of their sausage, like from their farm, for us to have. And then they had little boxes of cereal in there. They had cookies, breakfast bars, and they were like, all that stuff we bought for you guys, help yourself to it. You know, it's not like it's not like going to a hotel somewhere and their little bar, if you eat something, they're going to charge you for it. That's totally not like it is. They were just so incredibly kind. I cannot explain to you how amazing it was. I loved it. We put a puzzle together. We read books. We watched murder documentaries. We ate tons of sugar and horrible candy and snacks and sweets the entire time, and it was amazing. Okay? If you ever get the opportunity, please do something like this, whether it be with your spouse, a family member, a friend, something. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I spent less than probably $200. That was including the Airbnb, my part of that, food, gas, and everything else. It was so worth it. I loved every minute of it. I highly suggest doing a little getaway for yourself to just kind of reset your mind and, you know, just feel good. It's like mentally, it's so good for you. What's not mentally good for you is this camera and why it won't stay in focus. I honestly think I hit something as I was moving it. I don't know if it was because my screen is like a touch screen. So if you accidentally hit it and you don't pay attention to your screen when you record like I do, you're not going to know that you did it. I've got to go back and look at it because it drives me insane. And I hate to give you guys a video that's like that, but this is real life, okay? So if you came for the realisticness of it, you're going to get it all. But again, nothing was hugely dirty, just really a whole bunch of tidying up. And I did make sure that my laundry was done. I had a small load of laundry. Yeah, right here. I had a small load of laundry that needed to be folded. Again, with this camera, I can't. I apologize. I will make sure that it doesn't happen again. But I don't know why this happens to me. Honest to God, I don't know how I've made it this far in YouTube. But anyways, I wanted to get this done. There was literally not one stitch of my clothes that were dirty when I left this house for this weekend, and it made me feel so incredibly good. Also, when I was packing all my stuff, I was able to go into my closet and open the door and pull out what I needed. I got some of those bags out that I had decluttered in the last video, and I was able to pack my stuff without feeling very overwhelmed. It felt so good, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I didn't want to go. I did. I really wanted to go, and I think Bodie knew that I was going, and he was being very clingy, like even worse than normal. But also, if I looked different, I had to stop. Like after I was doing my bathroom and stuff, I had to stop and go to a hair appointment. So when I came back, I finished this stuff up, just like the laundry and stuff. I also wanted to go ahead and get Bodie groomed up a little bit because I knew Ruben wasn't going to do it. And I like to do this at least once a week. So I did vacuum him off. This is me just taking all of those bags outside and putting them in my car. And here's why. I didn't put them in the trunk because if I put things in the trunk and I don't see it, then I'm not going to do anything with it. But if I'm driving around with all this stuff in my back seat, I'm going to be more prone to take it and drop it off where it needed to go. And that's why I did it this way, because also I had to put my luggage in the bag. But yeah, I got this in there. This is like record time for me for decluttering stuff and getting it actually out of my house. So I got it in there. I ended up dropping this all off on my way out of town. And it felt so good. But lastly, I wanted to get Bodie done. And I don't know. I think he knew, like I said, I was leaving the next day. It was like the next morning that I was leaving from this. And he was just extra clingy. But I got him vacuumed up a little bit. And then he decided he just wanted to play. So I ended up turning it off. And we played in the floor for a while. He's a big boy. And he doesn't know his strength. And you can't really get in the floor and really, really play with him without getting stomped on or scratched at some point. Not that he does it on purpose. He's a big boy. But anyways, I just wanted to do this and share it with you guys just in case you needed a little bit of quick motivation to get something done in your house. But I can't tell you guys enough how much you mean to me. I love you and I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Must think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy. Can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing. I said it, I meant you gotta do to get a little love? Get a little. Get a little. What you gotta do? What you gotta do? What? Did somebody just say hello? Nah, I'm flying Han style, solo. Do you like that Star Wars reference, baby? There's more where that came from. Catch a movie later? Guess I'll see you around. I got a busy week too. I'm watching X-Files. Could be the Mai Tai doing things, but hey, you know what? I'm calling that a win. My mom says love's not easy.